Hi, I'm Thomas Miller, and here's where I highlight stories you may not know much about depending on the kind of media you are consuming. And I'm going to be highlighting the dark side of mainstream media. Let's talk about that today. You heard me correctly, the dark side to mainstream media. Yeah. And it is dark, people. It is really, really dark. So let's get rolling into it. Okay, here's what you hear about the mainstream talking about the dark side. As a whole, they're not going to admit any wrongdoing. You're not going to say, oh yeah, we definitely caused a lot of people to misunderstand us and take all of our information as it was gospel or it was the Bible. They're never going to directly take any responsibility. You're never going to hear any of that from them. But what you are going to hear is silence. Like a lot of things, silence. But things you are going to hear are where they will take jabs at other networks out there, like CNN, Fox will go after other, MSNBC, NBC, CNN will go after other ones, ABC. They'll all go after each other, man, and point out the things that they think that they have done wrong, or, oh, you can't trust Fox because all the information is leading people to die or to catch COVID because they're listening to these people who claim to be experts, but they're not. You can hear other channels out there like CNN and ABC and MSNBC and NBC News attack Fox News for those type of things. Or, I can't believe Fox said that again. Fox said something crazy like, oh yeah, Tucker Carlson, he just said you should go ahead and just rip people's masks on. Man, you can't go do that sort of stuff. Or Fox News will go out there and say, oh man, MSNBC or CNN, man, I can't believe they did this, man. I can't believe they said that crazy thing that COVID is actually real, man. And it's not that big of a, we're saying it's not that big of a deal, man, but oh, it's a joke. So that's the kind of stuff you're going to hear, people, is each side going at each other about the dark side, but not as a whole admitting any wrongdoing. So if you only watch that, you're going to be totally confused and think, oh, one side, oh, Fox, they're totally amazing. They can't do anything wrong. And a lot of people think that. Or CNN's like, oh yeah, they're golden. Oh, they're amazing. MSNBC, oh, they can't say anything wrong. That's what you get to take away, people, from listening to them bash on each other, but not admitting to anything as a whole. As a whole, they're going to be quiet about it. So a quick repeat, the kind of stuff you're going to hear on mainstream media about this topic is, oh, MSNBC, man, you should listen to them. They're a bunch of hacks. They literally told us, man, we're telling people misinformation and leave people to die. No, they're doing that. Fox and vice versa. So they can go back and forth at each other, and sometimes they'll sneak in some truth in there, but a lot of it is just a lot of just hoo-ha. Flash, bang, puff, fluff. To keep people watching them. And to be against the other networks. Well, enjoy these two clips, one from TYT and one from Status Coup News, about this topic. And then I'll be back shortly after that to give you the progressive side and what you're going to hear about it on the progressive side of the news. Enjoy.
Tucker Carlson not happy at all with
the establishment meltdown.
I hope you enjoyed those two clips. To watch them in their entirety, click on the links down below in the description section. And don't forget, people, anytime, leave a comment on this topic. Tell me what you think. Give this video a big thumbs up. Subscribe and share with all your friends. Now, this is what you're going to get when you listen or watch progressive media. You're going to hear, yeah, they're totally lying to you. Fox News is lying about COVID not being that big of a deal. Or, yeah, they don't care about you, so they're going to give you all this misinformation. They're going to say, oh, yeah, it was a lie. It was a big lie, man. Yeah, it's Venezuela. It's the voting machines from Dominion. They're going to tell you, man, that that's what it is. But a progressive media is like, no, They're totally misleading you, man. They don't have your best interest at heart. All they care about is the money. The money, the money, money. Greed, people. That's why they're doing this. And then they back off because of the money. When they realize, oh, we're being sued. But we want that sweet, sweet money. So they'll back off from doing stuff like about the steal of the election was stolen from Trump. But yet they'll still do the cultural stuff. Like, oh yeah, blacks, yeah, they're dirty people. Or just like Boston. Boston's a really dirty city. They'll still put misleading information out there because they know that's what their people, the people that view them, that's what they want to watch. So that's the kind of stuff you get here from progressive media. That what they're doing is misleading and it's harming people and getting people killed. And then there are people like Alex Jones, man, that go too far, who actually say, yeah, go ahead, threaten these people's life. It was a false flag operation, man. There's crisis actors. Oh yeah, you should definitely go and terrorize these families and threaten their lives. And I do think that Tucker Carlson, if he was on my network, I would cancel him in a heartbeat, man, because he literally threatened violence, man. He said, yeah, go ahead, rip those masks off people, punch people, man, in the face. He literally said that, and then punched him in the face. He literally wanted people to commit violence, man. That is crossed the line. But on Fox News, you're not going to have them cancel him for that. They're going to go, because they're always like, yay, yay, so they're going to keep them on, man. But if anybody who would ever work for me in the future would have those kind of thoughts and actually talked about them and threatened people's lives and encouraged people to do it, they would be fired in a heartbeat. Because that is not allowed. Hey, you can have your differences, you can have your opinions and stuff, but if you take it to a threat level, that's not freedom of speech. That's another thing you hear on progressive media, that threatening someone's life is not freedom of speech. Thinking the thoughts, talking about it is one thing. Actually acting upon it and encouraging other people to do the same thing is not freedom of speech. Well, that's all I got, people. So a quick recap is, if you watch progressive news, you're going to hear, yeah, they're lying to you. They're not telling you the truth. They are purposely doing it because they're greedy. Where on progressive media, they're going to say, oh yeah, they're not real news. That's what the mainstream media is going to say about people like me or TYT or Status Coup. Oh, they're not real news. Oh, these people, man, because we hurt their feelings. Well, whoop-de-frickin-do. I don't care. So, thanks for watching another edition of Highlight Stories you might not know much about. I'm Thomas Miller, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out.